Oh, episode 4, baby. Ooh. How's it going, Jesse? How you
Episode
doing?
4. Plague, I'm doing good.
Hell yeah, man. That's so
Episode
good to hear.
4, we've surpassed the 3-episode rule.
We have.
We've passed it now.
Fun fact, 4 is my favorite number. So we're here. We made it.
Wow,
I'm set. I'm
4.
content. I don't know. I mean, there's the joke about Jin from League of Legends. However,
You're right, because you like Jin for
many reasons, he's great. He's fantastic.
because he's a serial killer. And you're a serial killer, so
No. Listen, Kristen's parents have definitely given up on that idea.
I want you to know that your wife, before you got home, made the comment. She made a comment about Jin, and I made a comment back. I was like, because it was with your wife Ghosty and Astro,
Mm-hmm.
and I made a comment. I'm like, there's something wrong with you women here being like obsessed with serial killers, and she's like, Plague is too.
It's
And
true.
I'm like, well, that's because he is a serial killer. So, and she's like, maybe. I'm like, I knew it.
Oh.
Your parents were right.
Rude. Babe. I can't believe this slander I'm hearing.
Slander.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man. So, we're at episode 4. I can't believe it. We're getting some traction. We're getting some new followers hanging out. Things are changing in our lives. It's wild. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
A lot of our real life friends have been watching the pod. A lot of people I didn't expect to even check it out. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Jesse's grandma.
My grandma decided to check out the pod, and she's the best. She has no idea what we're talking about at all, but
Oh, I thought you were about to just drop knowledge that your grandma is the biggest gamer. And I was like, oh, hell yeah.
I don't think so. She used to play duck hunt with me. That's something.
Oh, there you go. That works. That counts.
But no, we're getting some traction. We're getting some shout outs, getting some kudos from people. It's been good. It's been fun.
It's a nice slow burn towards something better. Now that we were able to talk about it openly, we wanted to see how we were actually going to do, if we were going to have good chemistry, actually have enough to talk about for the time allotted for the podcast.
Yeah. Now that we've made it public knowledge, because before it was the wives plus Astro. The only reason Astro knows is because she hangs out with you and I every single day. So
Yeah. So she kind of had to know something was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we kept it kind of a secret because who knows? Maybe we're just like, oh well, we gave it a shot. We don't really care.
We don't actually like doing this, but we do. We're having a lot of fun with it, and that's what it is. Whether we were getting 10 views or 500,000 views or whatever.
Yeah, that one's coming.
It's yeah.
I feel it. 4, I feel
it. Episode 3 broke 50.
It broke 50. We're on our way.
We're on a roll. Call me Butter, because I'm on a roll. And podcast is over. No more.
And that's it. That's no more. I don't need any more food puns from you.
On the topic of the pod, with us going public, we've decided to open up the possibility of having a pseudo part-time third host.
Yes.
More info on that to come in the future.
It's still in the works at the moment. He's a good buddy of ours. Means a lot to both me and Jesty here. And we figured that since this is a thing that is working out, we felt comfortable with opening the doors to more possibilities like guests.
Yep.
And if he ends up liking it, he's more than welcome to be on it as long as he feels fit.
Exactly. We thought about it for a while. We talked about it a lot in private, and we decided that he'd be an all right fit for part-time host, especially filling in for times that you may be gone, I may be gone.
Yes.
Those types of situations.
It'll bring new eyes to our world, which is always a good thing. It's always good to not have a closed echo chamber. Sometimes you need a third opinion. So I'm excited.
Correct. Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be good.
Absolutely excited.
Speaking what have you been working?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, speaking of overwhelmingly excited, you know how good it feels to just win, to just
I
be a
mean,
winner.
yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, I have been fighting a fight for so long. I've been
Oh
in
my
the
god! I know
trenches.
where you're going with
I
this.
have been in the trenches
I'm gonna steal
screaming.
from him. I've been playing. I've relapsed. I'm playing League again.
You stole that from me.
I did.
I
I'm not gonna
can't
give
believe
you.
this.
I'm not gonna give you that satisfaction.
That's fine. I have the satisfaction of you playing. I got him, boys. Hook, line,
I
and sinker. I'm reeling him
so
in. He's in, baby.
so the thing is, um, I I still refuse to play without at least a 4 stack.
Yep.
Um, because we were playing 3 stacks, and the community very quickly reminded me why I quit playing League.
Yes.
And I'll be the first to admit, I'm not very good at League. I'm not even okay at League. Like,
Right.
um, I haven't played since.
Hey, that last game was actually really good, I will say.
Yeah. The last champ I played, or the last new champ when I played, like, semi seriously, was Kled, which was
2015, 2016? I want to say 2016.
2016. So
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Yeah, I was in deep at that point too. Haha.
It's just when I stopped playing. So it's like jumping back in, I'm relearning. However, I'm playing with Plague, and Plague's level 528 or something.
37, 537, but yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, excuse me. Go outside and touch grass.
I do all the time. What do you mean? I'm always
um,
touching grass.
but it's been fun picking up some champs that I wouldn't normally play. I used to be a support main, but now I started actually my league playing way back when as a top laner,
Mm-hmm.
and then switched to support because I needed a crutch, and then now I'm doing top lane again. It's been fun.
Yeah.
We've played what 5-6 games now.
Yeah. A little bit
Uh,
here, a little bit there.
yeah.
It's been
Um,
going it's been going very well. Like
yeah.
my whole aspect of League of Legends, I'm not your typical league player. I am very much a hardcore casual. I don't play ranked. I'm level 537 in like 99.9% normal games. Um
Mhm.
it's a game for me to sink my time into that I've been playing for a long time that I'm fairly decent at. And I want my friends to also be able to play with me because I spend so much time in it anyway. So
Mhm.
it's not like
And
he's being thrust into the absolute depths of hell
oh,
here.
it's we're literally playing a 3 stack, and the two that we pulled were both just
Toxic.
toxic, awful people.
Toxic, awful. Like
So
the league community is not the best.
it's real rough. And if you're like a new player, you finally you did it. You built a PC. Um, like one of the people we're talking about for being like a third part-time host. They played League way back when, like at a PC cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they played it for like a whole day. They don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
It has
But
a very hard learning curve.
I can't imagine being brand new to MOBAs and League being your first one, and you actually enjoying it.
It is the most known and accessible one because they've branched out into many other things. They have a card game. They have. We're gonna get into that actually. There's some news in that aspect.
Ooh, is there?
There is. But yeah, they have many different facets. They came out with a show on Netflix that was a critical success. It was insanely good, and that got a lot of people interested.
Yeah,
The
Arcane
game
was
has
really good.
such a bad learning curve. It is unlike many
Yeah.
games out there.
Well, and even the community is not real great because you could get to level 5. You can start playing against other players. Is level 5 or 10.
I think it's 5. Yeah.
But you have some platinum Smurf
Yep.
just flaming you up and down because you don't know how to properly farm creeps yet.
So, as a 12-year veteran of League of Legends, some people might not understand a lot of the terminology that we use. If you've never heard of what a Smurf is, we're not thinking of the little blue people. A Smurf is someone who is so bad at the game but knowledgeable. So
Mhm.
because they can't do well in their actual games, they make a new account to go against new players and feel good about themselves because
Yep.
they're bad at the game.
I've thought about booting up a Smurf specifically for relearning the game
Yeah.
because I've been away from the game for 8 years. You know, give or take a game or two every
Year.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that wouldn't be that bad of an idea. And if you do
Yep.
play solo at that point, that will pit you against people more your skill level. Not saying that you're bad at the game, saying that you need to relearn. What are you
Wow.
looking at? Jeez.
Unbelievable.
You're the one
Um,
that brought this idea up, so I don't know why you're yelling at me. But there is a little bit of news in this regard, actually. I forgot to bring it up. It's not on our docket. Do we have a little bit of time here?
yeah, we got a little time.
Okay, all
Just
right.
because I don't think our main topic today is going to take all 30 minutes.
Fair enough. So, the name for the League of Legends fighting game got announced today.
Oh,
The
I didn't
name
know that was in the works.
the name is not Project L. It is 2XKO.
2XKO.
Yeah. So the League of Legends is making a fighting game. It's got a League of Legends has a very fantastic world with a lot of fun, vibrant characters, and so a lot of people were begging for this for a while, and it's been in the works for a while, and we just got a name drop today, and a lot of people are kind of on the fence about it because it's not like League of Legends 2XKO or Legends of Runeterra 2X. It's just 2XKO,
2XKO.
which in a sense is fine in my eyes
Yeah.
because most fighting games get acronymed anyway. Like Street
Mhm.
Fighter 6 is SF6.
Yep.
Guilty Gear Strive is GG Strive. So this
Yep.
is they're just already acronyming it. But yeah, no, they showed off a new playable character that they teased a while back. Alawi is going to be a playable character, which is really cool. She's a
Hell yeah.
big muscle priestess type of character, which is real
Yeah.
good. Really good, really big fan of that. Um, but yeah, no, the game it's got that League of Legends style that Arcane
Yep.
definitely cemented. So a lot of people are really invested in this. And yeah, no, it's still looking good. And now it has a name. Still no clue when it's coming out, but it's got a name now.
But it's got a name.
It's got a name.
What's in a name?
What's in a name? But yeah, that's
Uh,
all. That's all.
yeah, which is crazy to me that that's what they decided to keep developers and stuff around for is a League of Legends fighting game.
I mean, honestly, though, they made the right choice because fighting games have never been more popular than they are right now. With like,
Yeah, it's just man. It feels like to me they have League of Legends, they have their MOBA, that's their flagship, that's what they do.
right?
Then they have their auto chess
Yeah,
game.
team fight tactics.
Yep. And now they're gonna have this fighting game, which I'm assuming is also gonna be the League of Legends launcher.
No,
Really?
it is its own standalone thing, and it's coming to consoles as well as PC.
So is it a Riot game?
It is a
Well,
Riot
it's
game.
obviously a Riot game, right?
Yep.
What I mean by that is this gonna be League of Legends, Valorant, other bullshittery game? I don't know what other games Riot makes.
That's fair. Most of their other games are in client. This will be another standalone game that is in the universe.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Is it's gonna be like, I can choose to play as Braum,
Yes.
and my opponent can choose to pick as Jet.
No.
So
It,
it's just a League of Legends fighter.
it is just a League of Legends fighter.
Gotcha.
But it is really, really interesting that they are choosing to release it simultaneously on all platforms except for Switch. Which, good call. Good call.
Quit buying fighting games on the Switch.
Don't. Just don't.
Play Pokemon. Play your Animal Crossing.
That
Don't buy fighting games with the Switch.
don't. Another big thing that a lot of people don't know is it's going to be free to play.
Oh, that was gonna be my next question. I like that.
I like that a lot. That's a really good move,
It's
especially
real
now.
slippery. It's real slippery though.
Yeah. Well, how are they going to make their money? Okay, it's
Yeah.
Riot Games. We know how they're going to make their money. They're going to make
Skins, baby, skins.
so many skins for all of the characters,
Skins, baby, skins.
and maybe it'll be like a free rotation, but you have to use real money to get all the character. There's plenty of ways they
Yeah.
can do it, but free to play to begin with is how a lot of people got into League itself.
Yeah.
So it could work.
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Like it'll be interesting. Excuse me. It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
either gonna blow up or it's gonna fall flat on its face.
Probably. It's either going to be one or the other. It's not going to be a middle ground. It's either going to be always on the Evo set list for every single year competition, or it's going to be, hey, 1,000 people are playing it. That's it. Everyone's better than you. Don't even get into it.
Yep.
So, well, I'm
Exactly.
very excited to see where it goes. I'm a big fan of fighting
too.
games, big fan of League
Yeah.
of Legends. We'll see how it looks.
Plague and I are very comparable skill wise when it comes to fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
So we enjoy playing fighting games together
Yeah.
because we usually trade sets.
It's never a
frequently.
wash one way or the other, which is always more fun.
Yeah. But speaking of games and new things, something pertinent to you, Plague. New killer in Dead by Daylight.
Oh boy.
So those of you that don't know, Plague got a little bit of stardom
Oh yes.
from Dead by Daylight.
I was
He was
definitely
on
a
one of
niche.
their. He was on one of their. One of the official videos for Dead by Daylight.
It's
reacting to Pyramid Head. Correct.
It's true.
He messed a bit of a following on Twitch by it. But you've taken kind of a hiatus from it. You haven't really touched it because you kind of burned yourself out on it. Does the
Yeah.
announcement of a new funky killer like this bring you back into the game?
It's so crazy that you say that because I have been like he was saying, I have experienced extreme burnout because of Dead by Daylight. Right at the hit of the pandemic, I was streaming all the time. I had lost my job, and Dead by Daylight was the game of choice. I was streaming it every day for 8 hours a day, and then my one wish was for them to put like Silent Hill in the game because it was a dead franchise that I care about a lot. And then they did, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was freaking out. And like he said, I was actually on one of Dead by Daylight's official videos for it. And then that came out. I played so much more, and right at that point, I got so burnt out. I had to stop streaming for over a year. Couldn't look at the game, couldn't launch the game, had to uninstall it. The burnout has persisted for multiple years, almost 4 years at this point. There was a little spark about a year and a half ago where I was like, I'll pick it back up.
Yep.
And it didn't really go anywhere. I was just like, yeah, this is a game that I put a lot of time into. But the Unknown, which is the name of the new killer, might have pulled me back in.
So tell me a little. So I don't know anything about it. Blah 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 blah.
You're good.
My Dead by Daylight experience was I joined playing Dead by Daylight with people that are already experienced in the game, and it got to this point where they're like, I just need to farm my weeklies or farm my dailies, and that's all people were doing on either side, killer or survivor.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to get the stuff done, but like for me, that takes me out of the game. I don't want to do that. I want to play the game. So I don't really have a super fondness for Dead by Daylight. It's a cool concept. I love the lopsided, or the not lopsided. What's the actual
Asymmetrical?
Asymmetrical. I love asymmetrical. Evolve. Way before its time.
Yeah. Evolve should not have died.
No.
I think that's a great underrated game.
But like Bigfoot's like an indie game. We're gonna talk a little bit about indie games here in a little bit.
Yep.
But that's an asymmetrical, and if you have 5 friends and you're playing, that is a lot of fun. But I really so I love asymmetrical as a concept. However, in practice, they've always felt lacking to me. So I don't have a ton of time or interest invested in Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little lore wise, what is the unknown? What is this character?
So this is coming from an inside outsider perspective because I'm well versed in Dead by Daylight. I have over
Yeah.
800 hours in the game. Um, I have not looked at any specifics about the unknown,
Yeah.
besides like his uh, reveal trailer and the new survivor and some of the perks. One
Mhm.
thing that I will say though, because I can't give you an absolute answer, Dead by Daylight is at its best when it deals with body horror. um
Mhm.
when they make their own custom like their own original characters and killers, those are usually the best, most well-rounded killers because they're not being held to the standards of a licensing agreement or a
Mhm.
deal with a studio or something like that. um what if you haven't looked up what the unknown looks like in Dead by Daylight, take a look. That is
I
body
have seen
horror
it.
to a T. That is peak body horror. um he seems to be another traversal type killer, who can like make little spawn points and teleport around the map. He's got voice lines where he mimics survivors, and the new map is like a movie theater slash arcade, which is a brand new type of map for Dead by Daylight, which I'm very interested in. Um, no, usually the original killers are some of their best work. If not, it usually always is their best work.
Sure. Sure.
No, they might have gotten me back in with this. I'm not. I want to play against him. I want to play as him. I want to see how he
Yep.
works.
Mhm. I get it. I get it. I understand. Like I said, I understand the appeal. It's just in practice, every time I load up that game, it's just a killer that's like I need to farm 7 hooks, so I'm just gonna do that and then screw off for the rest of the game.
You'd rather be immersed in the actual
I
gameplay
want
loop.
to play. I want to play the game. I don't want to play a game like it's my job.
Yep.
It's
I
also my
get it.
issue with like live service games,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, get on and do your dailies, otherwise you're not going to complete the battle pass. Then you're not going to get this super limited skin, and then blah 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 blah, and then it's just,
Yep.
and then
Nope.
it feels like another job.
It stops being fun and it starts becoming tedious because, well, I don't want to miss out on the skin. It's a free skin if
Yeah,
I play this game for this many hours.
yeah,
Well, I guess even though I'm a little burnt out, I guess I'll log on. Then you get more burnt
exactly.
out, and it's just a cycle.
Yep, exactly. That being said, Plague, what have you worked on the last week and a half, or last 2 weeks?
Man, let me tell you, I have been.
Nothing.
Well, no, there's been stuff. I've been still editing. If you guys didn't know, editing takes a lot of time, especially when you already don't have a lot of time to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And as a self-taught editor as well, I'm probably doing things inefficiently. However, it still has a lot of fun for me. I'm working on a very long Lethal Company video at the moment. I was able to show Jesty here a clip, one of the best clips from that big old chunk of gameplay.
No, go ahead.
Uh, no, no, after you.
Please, I insist.
It's basically us just beginning an argument because we both opened a door at the same time. So it opened and shut, and we just let it all out. It's real fun. It's not going to be a heavily edited Michael Bay style video, but subtitling 7 people talking all at once takes a while.
Yeah,
But
we
I've
had
been
the
doing
whole
a lot of
squad
that.
rolling deep that episode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was a good time.
It was a really good time. But I've been working on that. Have not been able to stream Infinite Wealth because of editing. And again, I'm limiting myself to 1 day a week at the moment.
You're gonna
Hopefully
run out
not for
of
long.
you're running out of games and time
Yeah, I know. It's a rough
because
point.
the DLC for Elden Ring just got announced.
Yup.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Oh, fucking hell, man. That is a $50 DLC. That is basically just Elden Ring 2.
Oh, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3?
Yes, except for the fact that there's actually content.
What's the campaign? Oh, it's just the Warzone map.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
great. Yeah, no. I've been working on that. I've been playing a lot of League with Jest, which has been a lot of fun, getting him back into it. Um, I currently have a couple of real life things going on that I'm fairly excited about. I'm not going to delve into
Yeah.
too much detail, knock on wood. hoping for the best. I will say this: tomorrow I'm actually looking at purchasing a new car for me and my wife, which is a very big step and a very
Exciting stuff.
exciting step. So,
It's exciting stuff.
yes. What about you, Jess? What have you been up to? Tell me about it.
Well, I have been painting more of this rat army that is actually Plague's army.
Let's go.
I about have. Oh, let me switch my view here. I about have this thing done.
Ooh, give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. Let me see.
I
Oh, that looks
about have this
nice.
thing done. There's like a big rat holding a chain, and I have to do the metallic work on it yet, but
It does look really nice.
as long as you don't look too close. So with this army, I'm just doing it quick. So I'm doing a lot of contrast paints, which is like your army painter speed paints.
Yep.
Plague's more an army painter guy, which, by the way, if you don't know, they reformulated their like regular paints,
Oh,
and people are really enjoying them.
good. That's good because I've
Uh,
heard a lot of mixed signals
yeah, on their
about their
like
normal paint.
yeah. So they reformulated them, and people are seeming to like them a lot.
That's good. I might have to pick some of that up because I do like their speed paint a lot.
Yeah, it's a good cheap paint line. Myself, I found their old line lacking, so I didn't even try their new line because I'm a pro girl fan girl.
Ooh.
That's the paint line I like. I might pick up Plague some of that when I'm at Adepticon.
Ooh,
They have
please do.
they have a big booth, so I might just get them the starter set that has like 12 paints or whatever.
I would really appreciate that because I'm a little lacking at the moment.
But it's a paint line that I really like. You have one of their brushes. I like their number 3 brush. It's my favorite brush.
Yeah, I'm scared to use it because I know it's going to be the best brush.
It's a $20 brush.
Oh, fuck. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, compared to for Christmas I got Plague as Secret Santa, and I bought him a pack of these little blue brushes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they're like $6 for like 100 of them.
Yep.
They're just pieces of junk. So when you wreck one, who cares?
Yeah. They do the job, I will say.
Yeah.
They do the job.
So
They're
like
just
I
not
have some
great.
this one's actually pretty good shape, but I have some pretty gnarled ones over here. I just forgot to wash paint out of them. Like,
Yep.
them's the breaks.
I am in the same boat. My little paint cup where I dip my brushes in just has 5 of them sitting in there because they're all gnarled and I just don't want to throw them away yet.
They still got use. Dry brush, baby.
Dry brushes.
What else have I been doing? I've been hanging out with Plague a lot. We've been talking about his life changes.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm kind of directly involved in one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. I am now known by my government name by multiple people.
You are.
Oh man, it's a good time to be wearing my watching anime porn shirt. Let me tell you.
The best part about all of this is for those of you at home, I cannot see Plague.
Nope.
I have no idea what this dude is wearing.
Nope. I could be literally naked and he would just
You're
be
gonna sit there just shirtless, just
just zooming in.
also the cryptid is bad.
Oh, I see it.
My door handle looks like a little set of eyes.
It does.
And it freaks me out every time because I'm like, but no, I've been working on getting that painted for Adepticon. I have this guy to finish painting too.
Ooh, give me a close up of that. Let me see that. Oh, it's washing out. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, I'm kind of getting some of the details. That looks good. I like that.
Yeah. I have one actually that's painted. It's not the same exact model, but it's pretty close.
That's funky fresh. Ooh. Yeah, that one's fully painted. Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he'd take me out to dinner and treat me right.
Yeah, these like I did like marble for their bases.
Ooh, that's an interesting way. Like, that's got to be kind of hard to paint.
It's a lot easier than you think. So what I do is I paint the base black.
Okay.
Paint black, and then I take a I save all the dryer sheets that we use,
Okay.
and then what I do is I kind of like stretch them out, and then I lay it over the top,
Mm.
and then I'll spray white over top of that, and then you just
Ah.
peel it off, hit with a gloss coat, done.
Nice. I love quick tips like that. That's always my favorite.
Yeah, it looks real good. You can do it with any color. You could do it with like a gold underneath. You could do it with. You could do blacks. You could do black, and then you could do some like gold streaks, and you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, I like that.
It's really cool. I really like it. On to the main topic. One other thing that Plague and I have been doing: spreading democracy across the galaxy.
Absolutely. Squashing those bugs and making sure that the trees aren't speaking in binary.
Oh man, I think they only speak in binary.
Honestly, man, it's rough. That level, like the level of difficulty
Oh.
shift between the bugs and the automatons is too high.
It's too damn high.
It's too damn high. We can't have it that high.
We went from a medium mission with the bugs, and we kind of just cakewalked through it. And then we went to a medium mission on the robots.
Oh man, I get it.
And that mission in particular, so we actually went and did a medium mission that was like get all the scientists out.
Yep.
That mission in particular has actually been tweaked because it was too difficult.
Oh, good. For
Even
those that
people that
don't
are
know, we're talking about Helldivers 2.
Oh yeah, we probably should have mentioned.
Yeah, we're talking about Helldivers 2.
They know.
Everyone's playing it.
Everyone's playing Helldivers.
Everyone already
except
knows.
for Xbox players.
No, they're not playing it. But Phil has been begging Sony, please. Helldivers on Xbox? Maybe.
Sure.
Oh, you went out. Oh, no. So you were talking in such a high voice that your mic refused to pick you up.
I see that.
Very cool.
Well, how embarrassing. Oh, it did it again.
Oh, no. But no, Helldivers 2 is great.
We've been having a lot of fun with it.
When we can get
Very
in.
much. Yeah, when we can get in.
Yep.
When we can get in. Which, by the way, this weekend they are apparently lifting the server cap.
Good.
The owner of the company said, "We don't know if we can handle all of you."
Oh my god. That's
Like-
gonna be wild.
Time to spread democracy, Plague.
So for those who don't know or who have never heard of the Helldivers franchise, I want to say the first game was a PS Vita game that, had like 10,000 players at its peak.
7,000.
7,000 players at its peak. For a Vita game, not too bad. It had its niche audience compared to Helldivers 2, which had over 400,000 concurrent players at this moment right now.
Yep.
They were not ready.
I would like it to be also said this is an indie company.
Yep.
They sold this game for $40.
Yep.
They're releasing, so their store only has, it's 2 helmets, 2 armors that recycles every 2 days.
Yep.
Armors have perks. The armors only have perks of the same armors you can get in game for free.
Which is so nice.
Yep.
Super
So like
nice.
I have one that's like take 50% less damage from explosives. I have bought one that does that, and I have a free one that does the exact same thing.
Yep. Which is just the option for those who want to spend money to not have a pay to win advantage.
It's
I feel
also
like go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was
No,
going to
go
say I feel like it's just the way every single game development company should go.
Yep. Because both Plague and I both spent money on the game after we bought it.
Yep. We felt
I wouldn't
comfortable
buy-
enough to do so.
I went and bought the premium edition.
It's a good game.
I
Has a lot of love put into it, and you could
Yeah.
just feel it. And it's fun. It is just good. It is video game fun.
it is shut your brain off. and
Yep.
Spill oil, baby.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it was a $40 game.
Yeah.
And there's so many people playing it. And the community is so rabid for the game.
Oh, they love it.
Toxic way like League of Legends people are.
Yes.
But like we need to spread democracy across the galaxy.
This game has done the unthinkable and has stopped for at least a small moment the console wars. PlayStation fans are trying to be like, get the Xbox gamer, get the Halo gamers in here. We need
We
them.
need them.
We
We need
need them.
men. So and also those of you that don't know, the Helldivers game, the game is like evolving. So let's say we're not pushing so much on the robots, they'll invade like planets we've already liberated,
Yup.
which is wild.
It's such an interesting concept because it always feels like there's something to do and that you're, to quote Starship Troopers, which is this is heavily based on, you're doing your part.
Yeah. And even like you get done, and all of a sudden a little bar pops up and it's like your squad's contribution, it's like 2. It'll go to like liberated 7.986 to 78.988.
But you're doing
But
your part.
but you're doing your part, and it feels impactful. Everything you do feels like it has weight.
There's a really it is so awesome. Like, I don't have another word to describe it. The feeling of walking onto the dock of your ship and seeing all the other ships that are around that are all
Which
real ships with real
Yep.
players on them.
And while you're out there looking at all these ships, you'll see them like shooting down. Those are actual players calling in. They're called stratagems. They're like airstrikes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's actually happening in the game.
The game feels alive. You feel like you are a part. Wait, you feel like you're a part of it, which is why a lot of people have taken like role playing very seriously.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, they
TikTok
have.
has been covered in what can only be described as propaganda.
Yeah, exactly. My wallpaper on my PC here is just a propaganda poster that just says "spill oil."
I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's amazing.
We're having an absolute blast with it.
Yeah, no, it's a good, simple, turn your brain off game that feels alive.
Yep.
You
And
see
there's a
what happens.
there's a battle pass for it. It's a battle pass. It's war bonds. It's very easy to get done.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you know
So
that is unlimited as well? Like, there's no
oh,
time
so she's
frame.
always there.
Just always there.
Oh, crazy.
So there's no rush. So it
There's
doesn't
no
feel like a
FOMO.
job.
Well, and the dailies are things like things you're just going to do.
Yeah, genuinely.
It's like it's not like, oh, use this unuseful gun and kill 7 of like the weak robots, blah 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 blah. It's like destroy 3 striders.
Yep.
And it's like and that's a weekly mission.
Yep.
And you're not getting like rewards towards your battle pass for that. You're getting like in-game currency, which by the way, you don't have to spend a cent to actually use the paid currency shop.
Nope.
We found like 400 paid currency in one mission.
Yeah, the paid currency is a lootable item in the game. You can just go
Yeah.
up and find money.
Yep. And an armor set plus helmet, if you want the whole matching set, costs 500 usually.
Yeah. Which is how they
Actually,
make
not even.
more money.
It costs about 400.
So off of one game, we could have had a brand new armor set.
I did.
Look at
I did
that.
have a brand new. It's the one I wear now.
Look
the
at
heavy
that.
one.
That it
Like-
feels like you achieved it. You didn't have to swipe
Yeah.
your card to get the cool thing. You
Yeah,
earned it.
It's something I like so much because it's not like, oh, I earned 5 paid currency. It's like a sizable amount of paid currency that you find.
I just gotta say, indie games keep fucking winning.
Yeah, we had Lethal Company, Pal World,
Helldivers
now
too.
Helldivers.
Yeah. Taking the world by storm. Each and every month, there's a new indie game that comes out that's just breaking records after records, and you feel the care.
Yeah, it's a labor of love for these companies. And even the owner of Helldivers, which I really appreciate, when he was kind of getting some flack for the servers being down, or servers not being able to hold everybody, and he said, and they're like kind of like ribbing him to get on his team more. And he's like,
Right.
"What's gonna get the job done? Me letting them do their job, or me hovering over them and making them do their job faster.
Yeah. He also made another quote that was like, why would I hire a bunch of extra people just to lay them off when
Yeah.
I can just make the team that I have that's already worked on the game continue at the pace they're at, which is a comfortable pace, and
Yep.
continue to push out the same great game that we already like. We should not be pushing these guys. They've already given us something very great.
Hmm.
And he gets
Well, and
it.
he even said, he's like, look, don't buy the game yet.
Yep. Wait till the servers calm down.
Don't buy the game yet. It's a lot of fun though.
It is.
Um,
I heavily
there.
recommend it.
What are you thinking? What are you hoping some things are gonna happen for the game?
Um, well, personally, I would really like to see just so they have a really cool system in place where you can unlock weapons through not skins, like weapons through their free battle pass track and through their like paid
Yeah.
pass track, and then you just keep those weapons forever. I would
Hmm.
love to see them just like add some crazy insane like dead space saw ripper things,
Hmm.
like just some of the most insane weapons that you can imagine. Just hey, whenever you can get it, here it is. Unlock it, it's yours forever.
Yeah. I'm hoping, and this is because I played the first Helldivers.
Oh, I didn't know you did.
Yeah, it was like a top-down eagle eye game.
Yeah.
Um, there's a third faction. Oh, the name's eluding me now. But they're basically the reason that the Terminids and the automatons are fucking up humanity.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The furries? Sorry. I'm sorry. Professional.
Bark, bark, bark. Um,
Ooh, I'm saving that.
please don't.
Anyways.
um, anyways, so there's a third faction. Name's eluding me right now. They're basically like aliens. They have like a shield around them, and they're just like super intelligent,
Oh, okay.
and then pilotable mechs.
Ooh.
I think that's gonna become a thing, I believe.
I think that'd be really interesting to just throw some more like, vehicles, more upgrades. Like
Yeah.
if they threw in like again, I never played the first Helldivers. I've seen it.
Mm.
I've never played it.
No.
If they throw in like some Fallout power armor that you can just hop into,
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be super cool. Just more ways to turn your brain off and kill some
Yeah.
bugs or some robots.
Yeah. And like dirt bikes. Oh, if I
Oh,
could get a dirt bike.
oh my god! Just speed around the map in a dirt bike.
Yeah. Or just like one of the stratagems just drops, and it's just like a drop pod and four dirt bikes just like collapse out.
Oh, I would love that.
It was
You and the
so
boys each get
nice.
one. Ooh,
Yep.
man, no,
It'd be
Helldivers is so much fun. I feel
yeah.
like it's really insane how far indie companies are finally getting the respect that they deserve.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of indie games that have come out over the last 20 years that
Yep.
had a niche audience. Some
Well,
kind of popped off more than others.
yeah.
Um, but now it's like I said, every month there's a new one coming out that takes the world by storm.
Yeah. I wonder if it's a case of, consoles have been priced to a point where now the argument has circled back to you could build a real good, like a pretty decent PC for that money.
Yeah,
So I think there's more people playing PC.
I agree. And PC has always kind of been on top. Like,
Well, yeah, that's like the whole thing.
yeah. But like
But
consoles have
like,
always had their place, and consoles were kind of the dedicated gaming area. Whereas, hey, I have a personal at-home computer that can also game.
yeah,
That could be. It could genuinely be like console, like a six. What is it? No, it's 500 for both the
yeah,
Series X and PlayStation 5.
and
Five hundred
uh,
dollars is a pretty good budget PC.
we've built quite a few of them
We
at this
have.
point.
I have joked multiple times that me and you should open up a PC store.
I like making money.
Yeah. I don't like spending all of my profit on more parts.
Yeah. But you know, with that $500 like point thing or money thing, we're gonna build Astro PC, and it's probably gonna be around that price range. You know,
Yeah, no. And like,
Astro, turn your ears off. Don't listen to this
yeah,
part.
don't listen to this part. This part's not for you. This is for everyone else.
Um,
No, it's a lot of fun to just kind of get pieces, put it together, make it an adult Lego night, get some friends over, build
yep,
PCs, and
yep,
it's never been more accessible than it is now.
yeah.
For the longest time, parts were few
Too
and far
expensive.
between, way too expensive, and getting scalped to high heavens.
Yep.
And now all those scalpers are trying to get rid of their stock at low prices. So guess what? Hey, I can spend like $300 on this really good video card.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really hope that back to Helldivers. I really hope Helldivers. I hope that their servers can handle it.
I do too.
Because my biggest gripe with the game is the wait time
Yeah.
is killer.
It really is. I want to say we were waiting for over 20 minutes last night.
And that's like low.
Yeah.
We never got it, and we ended up just playing a game of League instead.
Yeah.
Which worked out because I actually kind of got into a groove there.
Yeah.
Playing against, so we played like 6 games of League, and I played against the same teamo twice.
I don't know how it happened. Genuinely, I have no clue how this happened.
Ugh.
Mastery 7, which is the highest mastery you can get, 600,000 points.
Yep.
Oh.
It went much better this time.
Yeah, it
I
did.
bonked him real hard as Nasus.
You bonked him.
I just walked up and was like, no. Donk.
Donk. That feeling never gets old.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
But yeah, I feel like if the server holds,
Yeah.
I think Helldivers is gonna actually see a second wave of players.
I could see it.
I think that's like turning a lot of people off of it right now, is waiting for servers. But if they get in, they're like, oh, I got in right away. They'll text their 4 friends that all bought it.
Yup.
And then someone will see on their Steam, oh, so and so's playing Helldivers. Oh, I'll play that too. And then
I'll hop on. Oh, they're in?
they'll just.
Yep. Well, you got to
And
think there are plenty of people that have bought it, noticed the wait time issues, and are like, well, I'm just going to wait to play this until they fix it.
Yep.
So even though they already have 400,000 people playing at this exact moment, there's going to be a brand new 400,000 playing that couldn't get in before.
It's exciting stuff. I think as a AAA game company, how can you look at the success that these indie games are having
Yeah.
and not think that that's how you should be running things?
Absolutely.
We have. I don't have my Steam open. I bet we have over 100 hours in Lethal Company.
I would agree. I genuinely think we have over 100 hours. That game
That's
is
what, a
how much?
$20 game?
20. Yeah, $20. Easily worth that money. I got 100 hours out of it.
Yeah, we can never pick it up again, and it would still hold real high regard in my list of games.
I would agree. I have my Steam list set up into 3 categories. I have actually good games, best of the best, and games I'm never going to touch.
Mm-hmm.
And Lethal Company is in best of the best. Like I've had my money's worth out of it time and time again.
Yeah.
Already
Exactly.
with Helldivers, $40 is. I hate to sound like this. $40 is a lot of money, but in the gaming sphere, it's not a lot of money.
It's half a AAA title.
At this point, yeah, $70 with tax.
Yeah, people are just like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
We can't. It's because we rewarded mediocrity from these AAA game titles or AAA game companies because they're the AAA game companies. We need to buy their games.
You gotta buy their game
What if I miss out on Modern Warfare 2 again?
again. No, 100%. I completely agree. I feel like we have accepted mediocrity for too long from publishers such as like EA and Ubisoft. Those are the big two that I have issues with
Yeah.
because they release the same game over and over again. There was a period there where there was a brand new Assassin's Creed game every single year.
Yep.
And it's all
Why?
there are a lot of people that like that franchise, and I completely understand it. You know, the first couple had a really good premise, it's a really good story, but we're 12 iterations in and nothing really new has developed except for the fact that the newest one, they're like, "Hey, we're going back to our roots," which is the same game that they've already been making.
Yep.
You know, like we've rewarded them by constantly buying these half-baked games that constantly come out at full price every year.
Yep.
And I think people have just gotten too accustomed to this is the way it is. And then something like Lethal Company comes out. 10
Mhm.
bucks or 20 bucks outsold Call of Duty. And something like Palworld came out. 6 million players for an indie game that costs 30 bucks.
I don't remember what it costs.
I think it's
But
30.
yeah, it's like I said, these AAA game companies have to look at this and go, "Oh shit,"
We're fucking up.
because all we've done is made our game look prettier. And what they're finding out now is players are like, "Look, if it's your art style, we'll play a good game
Yeah,
that looks shitty."
100%.
Um,
Shitty games can look good.
Lethal Company doesn't look great.
It looks like a MS-DOS. No, that's way too old. I'll give it more credit than that.
It's like a PlayStation 2 game,
Yeah, it looks like an early PS2 game.
but it's a fucking blast.
Yeah. And I think people just need to realize that if you can come out with a game that you can play with your friends and have a good
Mhm.
time and that is affordable enough to where anyone in any situation can pick it up at some point, the game's going to do well.
Yeah.
Keep making games like this. This is making gaming fun again. And I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of single player games.
Yeah.
But like
Absolutely.
I've not had as much fun with multiplayer games since like Halo 3.
Yeah.
I genuinely want to say, or maybe Left 4 Dead 2. I think that was a little newer. But still,
Mm.
these games that are coming out are just revitalizing a lot of people's like I just want to hop on with my buds, play a couple of rounds of this, have a blast.
Yeah.
And it's great.
We don't need. I don't need it to feel like I'm there.
No.
You know, I just want to play the game. That being said, Helldivers 2 looks amazing.
It looks amazing from an indie company. Like the game can still be pretty, but I don't need to see every single pore and follicle on fucking Ezio's ass cheek to be immersed in the game.
Yeah. I don't care.
No. I need it
I
to
care
just
more if your game is good.
yeah. And honestly, a pixel game that runs at 60 FPS in my opinion holds up better than most of these AAA games.
Yeah.
If you can make the game run good and run smooth, that's going to hold up a lot better than the most groundbreaking graphics of 2019, which the end of that year, it's already outdated and there's another game that looks prettier.
Exactly. And you know, you're building these games that your new flagship consoles are struggling to run.
Yeah. You know, these games are taking up 100, 150 gigabytes, and these systems are only shipping with like a terabyte, so you get 4 games plus operating system.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's bad. Like, I'd rather. There's an old meme that came out. I can't remember what the source of it is, but it's something that it goes along the lines of I want worse games that look worse and play worse that are cheaper and more accessible.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the AAA. I
Because-
don't want a pretty game. I just want games that are affordable and easy to get and are good.
I think the last AAA game I bought was Cyberpunk when Phantom Liberty came out.
Yeah, I mean, and even still, CD Projekt is not really AAA. Like they've got a couple.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's all those things like it's just they don't. No AAA companies releasing a game that I care about.
I want to say the only one that I care about would probably be Final Fantasy. Would
Yeah, I guess.
would you consider Square Enix a AAA company at this point? I would say yeah,
I would say yes, probably.
because they do more than just Final Fantasy. Like there's a lot of Square Enix titles out there.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say. Um, no, I would consider them probably a AAA company. If we consider the developers for the company for Cyberpunk one, I think Square Enix has to be one.
Okay, then yeah, I would say Final Fantasy VII is probably going to be the only AAA game I buy in the next year.
But that's a remake. That's
It's a remake of my past. Rose tinted goggles, whatever you need to call
exactly.
it.
You're not buying it because it's a brand new game.
I'm buying it because I want to relive one of my favorite
I couldn't
stories.
even right now. I can't even tell you a AAA game that's coming out.
No.
Wait. Call of Duty in November.
Oh yeah, the untitled Call of Duty. We have that to look forward to.
Madden in a few months.
There's not a new God of War game coming out. There's not a new Spider-Man coming out.
Spider-Man didn't deserve Game of the Year.
It really didn't.
That's why I didn't win.
That's why I didn't win, because it didn't deserve it. I will die on this hill.
Same.
And so will the
We'll
game.
die together. Spring democracy.
Spreading democracy. Ooh, speaking of games that usually look bad, I think it now is actually a pretty good time to get into our second topic of Pokemon.
Ooh, yeah, we can start talking about Pokemon.
Lots of people
Pokemon.
Pokemon. A lot of people have been just always angry at the way you can never make Pokemon fans happy with the way a game looks. The game
Pokemon
could
company,
be AAA.
AAA company.
Nintendo is a AAA company, so I would say yes.
Okay, I guess to be fair, there is a AAA game that's going to come out this year that I'm going to be excited about.
And it's whatever gets announced on Pokemon Day.
Yep. What are you hoping for Pokemon? Because Pokemon Day is next week.
Yeah, it's on the 27th, I want to say.
Yep. It is. It's a perfect. Today's the 23rd.
Yep.
Or 22nd. This will get uploaded the 23rd to YouTube, and then on the 24th, probably the 25th to Spotify.
Yeah. Little late. We're getting there. We're figuring this all out.
We're figuring it out. Okay, it's been a.
I have a full-time job. He has a full-time job and a part-time job, and
a
we
baby.
both have wives. There's a lot going on.
Baby.
And he has bebe.
Um,
Ooh, side tangent, real quick before we get into Pokemon.
Yeah.
I need you I need you to tell everyone, because I really like it. This is the one nickname I really like. What do you hope that your son ends up calling me?
So I've started calling Plague Spud, in hopes that my son will call him Uncle Spud. Because most of you that know Plague and I, you know Plague's real name.
Yes.
So it's a little play on words. And whenever I hang up the phone with Plague lately, I've been saying later tater.
Yeah. And it didn't start from anything. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And the first time he did it, I was just like, did he just? He did, didn't he? Okay.
It's just kind of happened since. So I've been laying the foundation for my son to call him Uncle Spud.
Uncle Spud! That just rolls off the tongue. It's so nice. It's so good. Probably
It's
the
so
best title
funny.
I've ever had. Except for Loving Husband. That is my favorite title. But Pokemon. All right.
Ghosty's in the room with him, a little behind the curtain. She's like 3 feet from him.
Yeah, she's just right over there. No, you had asked me what I'm hoping for Pokemon Day.
Yeah.
Oh God, I could hope for a lot of things personally. I would really So we know they're coming at some point, but I hope they do announce Black and White remakes in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping, my hope is that they learn their lesson from the Diamond and Pearl remakes and go for an actual fully 3D Scarlet and Violet style Black and White game.
Right.
That would genuinely be the only thing that because I think it's too early for Generation 10. I don't want to see
Okay.
Generation 10. I'm more than happy to wait another year for Generation 10. But a black and white remake would be a lot of fun, especially if they put time and effort into it. Which again, this is the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, so
Mhm.
probably not. But just not another chibi little remake, 1-to-1 remake. I don't want that.
I agree. I want to see a black and white remake. I think it's gonna stick with the same theme that Black and or BDSP went with.
The little chibi style.
I think it's gonna stick with that.
But what are your hopes? What do you hope happens?
I hope it's a full 3D experience.
Okay.
Seeing some of those gyms and some of those locations like the um, White Forest and the Black City
Yeah.
um, in 3D would be incredible.
Yeah.
The encounter with the shiny Dragonite or Haxorus at the end of the game in a full
Incredible.
3D setting.
Fighting
The Volcar
Getsus?
fighting Getsus, finding the Volcarona in the temple.
Yup.
Um, all that stuff would be just incredible.
Oh
3D.
man. I have such fond nostalgic memories for the black and white games.
And,
They're my favorite gen.
a lot of people really ragged on Black and White, but now there's a lot of people that are like, Black and White 2 were really, really good.
Really like some of the best we've ever gotten.
Sure, some of the designs in the Pokemon were lacking. That being said, one of my favorite Pokemon comes from that generation.
Oh, let me try to think. Let me see. Can I come up with it in 3 seconds?
3, 2, 1.
Embor.
No, I
Fuck.
do actually kind of like Emboar, but Emboar gets a lot of hate because he has the crime of he's the third firefighting type in the series in a row.
In a row, yeah.
If you'd been fire ground, no one would have an issue with him.
Nope. It'd be like, hey, look at that big ground fire type.
Big pig.
Big pig. I've always named my Embor Baconator.
I know you have.
It's such a good name for him.
It is a good name for him. What I hope that we'll see is I'm hoping that it's not the announcement for Gen 10 getting released this year, but it's a big announcement for Gen 10 in regards to it's a soft reboot of the series.
Sort of like how Gen 5 was.
Yes.
I can agree with that. I can get behind that.
But this time it's completely a different situation entirely.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I would definitely agree that that'd be really nice.
That's what I want to see. But I hope Black and White. I just know it's going to be the chibi style, even though that's not what I want, you know.
I know.
I think that's going to be the future of remakes going forward.
Yeah.
It's going to be that weird chibi style.
If they're going to do it, if they have to do the chibi style, at least make it be black and white too.
Yeah.
Because those games, even if it is just a 1-to-1 remake, are some of the best.
Yeah. I hope for them to announce that the red, yellow, green, blue, gold, silver, crystal will be put on the eShop for the Switch.
Oh, that is actually a really good request. That should have happened day one.
Well, it was already on the 3DS.
Yeah.
Now the 3DS shop is closed.
So let's get it on the Switch. Come on, these games will always sell.
Yep. I'll buy them.
I'll rebuy them again and again and again. Not
I have
for
my
scalp price, but
I have my 3DS just chilling here because it has those games on it.
yeah.
But now I can't use Pokemon Bank anymore, so I can't transfer them out of there now.
I like to sail the open seas, as it were. So I always have them available, but it would be nice to have them legitimately.
Yeah. You know, then because I'm a living Dex fiend.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a shiny hunter. And there's a lot of different ways to shiny hunt in a lot of different games.
Yep.
So
I hope that happens. I don't think it will. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know why it's a bit of a stretch. We won't see any like DS games because DS games are hard to
port over to the Switch, yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't quite add up. I suppose the screen's big enough where you could just put the Pokenav and stuff in the like corner of the screen,
Yeah, I suppose.
or tie it to a button, or
Yeah, that would be a good way of doing it. Or if they're going to release the old games, just honestly do half and half. Like half the screen's the top screen of the DS, the other half is the bottom screen.
yeah.
If they have to do it, because
Well, so like I'm thinking of like games like Diamond and Pearl, right? Like the original Diamond Pearl Platinum.
yeah,
I never used that bottom screen.
no, not at all. They were just there for the moves. That was it.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
It's just like we don't really need that anymore.
No, not really.
What's another thing you're hoping for, Plague?
Uh,
More
shoot.
Pokemon Sleep news.
Oh yeah, give me more Pokemon Masters EX news, please. I want the gotcha in my bloodstream. Something else I'm looking forward to. Honestly, I another announcement for the TCG would be cool. I like collecting the cards. I don't
Yep.
play in any way, shape, or form, but I do like to collect, and it's always fun. Maybe announcing a new set or a new art style or something like a
Sure.
new rarity. That'd be cool. Um, yeah, no, I'm really banking on this whole black and white thing. But if that's not going to happen or they're not going to announce it now, Pokemon Stadium 3 could be a really good option.
You took the words right out of my.
Really?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping for a Pokemon Stadium 3 that has the option to include gimmicks from any game.
Oh, yeah. So bring back Megas,
Megas,
Gigantamaxes.
Gigantamax. Yep. Megas, Gigantamax, Terrestrialize, Z moves.
Yeah.
The reason I say all that, there is precedence for it.
Yeah?
Ash just won in the anime where all those things were available to him.
He could use all of them. It's true.
So, I would like to see a Stadium 3. Um, I would like them to see. I would like to see a Stadium 3 that just remains active
Yeah.
and evolves as games come out.
That, like a live service
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, I would be fine with it just being called Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. I think that would be great. And it would be like a high def version where they could just like upgrade the models and the textures a bit, because they're not really including like a story mode or like
Yeah.
a world to explore, but just like a battle simulator on the go. And sure, like a lot of people already use, oh, what is it called? Not Shoddy Battle. Um
Smogon. No.
yes, but no. I know it.
Yes or no? Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's an online Pokemon showdown.
Yeah. Showdown.
Yeah, no, a lot of people use that, but it would be really nice to see like 3D models and actually have like a dedicated place for battling.
Yep. I would like to see a on the same idea of Pokemon of that. I would like to see a new like Gale of Darkness style game.
Ooh, okay, so like one of the more edgier ones.
Yeah, I would like to see something along those lines. We haven't gotten one since the GameCube.
Yeah, it's been a
Um,
while.
that being said, we got Pokemon Snap last year.
Okay, I
Was
would
that last year? 2 years ago.
I think it was 2 years ago. Nonetheless, the Pokemon Snap is my favorite Pokemon spinoff,
Mm-hmm.
and the new one was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see another one.
Yeah,
I think it was successful enough.
yeah.
Give us
I'm
more.
not Pokemon Snap guy. It's just not my favorite thing.
I get it.
So it's not on my hopes to see, but I can see why people would be excited for it.
Yeah. Ooh,
Um,
another mystery dungeon game.
See, it's not on my list of what I hope, but I think it's on my list of what we're gonna get.
I'd be
I
fine
think
with it if it was good.
I think we're getting another mystery dungeon game. Um, I hope. Oh, what I really what
Oh, I was just gonna say this is gonna be a good one.
um I'm hoping for, and I lost it. I had it queued up in the brain,
Oh
and
no.
you just interrupted tormented me,
I'm so
and now it's
sorry.
gone.
I'm so
I can't
sorry.
believe you've done this to me, Plague.
No, I'm the worst. Oh no.
No.
No. No.
I
What
think
oh, was it Pokemon Puzzle League?
it was not Pokemon Puzzle League.
Oh, was it
Oh,
bringing back the Pokemon Pop-Tarts?
no. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
No. In seriousness, um, I want another Legends game.
See, I am a big stan of the Legends Arceus game. Love it.
I want another one.
I want it. They're good. They're so good.
I didn't love the idea of the main way you play the game isn't battling. I didn't love that at first.
But
But by the time I got to like to Cleavor, I was like, oh, I
yeah.
like this a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. Having like an open, aggressive world Pokemon game again would be great. And I will
Yeah.
say, even though Legends Arceus was not battle focused, I
Mhm.
want to say the Volo Giratina fight was one of the
Yeah.
best fights in Pokemon.
Oh, it's up there.
It's up there.
I liked it a lot.
The music was great. The setting was great. I like give us another one. It did good. It did numbers.
Yep. Now that we've wish listed, what do you think we're gonna actually get?
We're gonna get a mobile app that is there's an iOS version and a Android version, and there's different exclusives for each. But it will record how many times you fart in a day, and you unlock new Pokemon based on how many times you fart. And it has a sync up mode for Pokemon Sleep, where if you fart in your sleep, you unlock a shiny or something.
It's I think you're on the right track. I think we're gonna get another mobile app announced,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be something like Pokemon
Super
Diet
niche.
or something.
Did we have Pokemon Teeth? Pokemon Sleep? Oh, what's
I
another one?
Yeah, Pokemon Sleep. I still don't understand
No.
the appeal. Uh, I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get an announcement for Pokemon Sleep, where you're gonna be able to swap out Snorlax as your main guy in the center for Munchlax.
Or Komala.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
that's what we're
boy.
gonna. That's
I
what we're gonna get.
can't wait for the Komala update, man. I'm so hyped. Oh, you can just
uh,
feel my energy.
then we're gonna go from that. We're gonna go into Pokemon Unite. They're gonna announce a new playable Pokemon for that.
Pokemon Unite's okay. I'm shocked I don't play it. A buddy of mine who I work with is actually master rank in Pokemon Unite, which is crazy. Never would have pegged him. He's a big World of Warcraft guy,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
but but all of a sudden he was like, "Yeah, I'm master rank on like all these Pokemon in Pokemon Unite." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, interesting." Um,
Yeah, I like it. It's just,
yeah, I get it.
but we're gonna see a new Pokemon announced for Pokemon Unite.
Yep. And we're going to see a new Japan exclusive merch line that will never come to the US.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm thinking we're gonna get. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see the starters. I think we're gonna see like snippets of the legendaries.
Yeah, kind of like Koraida and Miraidon.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
don't
wait
think
to
we're gonna see
see
it.
how they fuck them up.
They're gonna give us a cool water cat,
Oh yeah, because then we're gonna have one of each.
and then it'll stand up for no
Yeah.
fucking reason. I I'm tired of Pokemon that look like people.
When are the Pokemon Company going to be brave enough to just start making Dakimakuras of like Vaporeon, Gardevoir? Like they gotta know, right?
That's what they're announcing. That's what they're announcing in Pokemon Day.
There it is. Oh god. Oh,
um,
it makes me sick just thinking about it, but
but no, I genuinely think we're gonna see something about Gen 10.
yeah, I suppose. I'd be okay with waiting. I'm fine with
Yeah,
waiting. But
I don't think Gen 10 comes out this year.
no.
but I think we see an announcement on it.
Yeah, we'll probably like see the silhouettes of the starters, or maybe they will show them, and then maybe
Yeah.
like
Well, was it Gen 5 that they showed the silhouettes of the starters like a year before?
yeah,
And that's how we ended up with like Fire Oshawott and
yeah. I still think
uh,
that the community name for Snivy is better than Snivy's actual name.
what was
They
the community name?
Smugleaf.
Ooh, that is real good.
It's real good because he looks
Um,
smug.
I think that's what we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a new. I genuinely think we're gonna see a mystery dungeon announcement. I think that's where they're gonna. That's gonna be the second to last announcement. Is the new mystery dungeon.
And then they're gonna hit
Um,
us with the. But wait, we have one more announcement. I hope you boys are ready.
I hope you enjoy.
And then they're
Glad.
gonna snap their fingers, and it's gonna go to Switch, and it's going to be. There's going to be like a
Gen 10.
trash bag. Oh, it's gonna be another mystery dungeon game. They're gonna show one, and then they're immediately gonna show another.
one. And I think we're gonna see another mystery dungeon game. I think we're gonna see Gen 10, some dumb phone app,
Yep.
and one other thing we're gonna see is they're gonna announce a Pokemon Go event.
Oh, yep. They're going to do.
They're gonna do 6 things with their stupid phone apps.
Yep. There's
And
going to be
then-
a Masters EX. There's
Yep.
going to be Sleep. There's going to be the Cafe Remix.
Oh, I forgot that existed.
You know, they're going to do something with that. And then they're going to announce a new movie coming out or something. It's just going to. And then there's going to be one good announcement that people are going to not be happy with.
Yep. And I think it's gonna be Mystery Dungeon.
Happy Pokemon Day, everybody! Woo!
Or they're gonna throw a curveball and they're gonna release a Pokemon trading card game on the Switch.
That would be kind of cool.
Like the OG Pokemon trading card game that is on the Game Boy player.
I know. Yeah. I'd be okay with that. That'd be interesting. It'd be something different,
It
so
would be
I'm
something
fine with
different.
it. Ah, well, we talked about Pokemon Day, and that just kind of leads me into my question for the night. I've kind of made a kind of I made a bit of a tradition, but don't worry, this time I'm going to keep it topic appropriate.
I doubt that. I don't.
So we're on the topic of Pokemon. Jesse, can you tell me your favorite set of starters and why you're wrong?
You wanted to fight today.
Mmm.
My favorite set of starters is Gen 3.
Mmm.
There's not a wrong choice in that set of starters.
Gen 3 is a really good second place. I will admit, I like Gen 3 a lot.
Go ahead and tell people what your favorite set of starters is.
So, they may be...
I want you to know that Plague, when he said this, went by far.
By far.
By far.
And the more I think about it, the more I'm right. So, they may have been some of the worst games to come out. But personally, I feel like the Alola starters are the best starters by
You're
far.
so wrong.
Litten,
You're so wrong, it hurts me.
Rowlet,
Great. Rowlet, great.
Poplio, fantastic.
Yep.
And then, of course, their final evolutions are some of the best we've ever seen.
Nope.
Why?
Wrong.
Why?
You wanna know why? Because Incineroar, dumb.
No.
Dumb. Guy in a costume.
Hey, if you're going to yell, move a little bit to the right. Ah, you're looking beautiful now. You're looking great.
Dumb.
No.
Incineroar is just a guy in a costume.
Love him.
Dumb.
He's
You wanna
fantastic.
know why?
Why?
You wanna know why he's so dumb? Because Torracat is so great.
Torracat's good.
Torracat is the perfect second stage.
And Incineroar just builds
Nope.
off of that perfection.
Why do you have to stand up?
Because he's a luchador.
Dumb. We already had a luchador.
No. Who?
Was Halucha the same game?
Yes.
Oh, so we needed 2 luchadors this game?
Yes.
That's dumb.
No. Halucha was Gen 6. Gen 7 is Alola. So,
Oh, so we already had one.
yeah, but it wasn't a cool fire cat.
Nope, but it was a cool fucking bird.
I love Halucha. I'm not standing for this Halucha slander. Halucha's great.
I'm not slandering Halucha.
Halucha's fantastic, okay?
I'm slandering Incineroar because why did he have to stand up?
Because that way artists can make art. You know I'm right. The Dakimakuras are coming.
So keep saying Dakimakura. They're gonna watch this podcast and they're gonna be like, we can't interview this guy.
Yeah, I better change my shirt from my anime porn shirt.
Also, Primarina, stupid.
No! Stop hating on Primarina just because she's a girl. That's sexist, Jesty.
Nope, my issue is Primarina can only be a girl.
Oh,
That's my issue.
So now you're slandering her gender identity.
You know what? You can go ahead and give me canceled, Plague. Oh,
No, I'm just giving you shit. Like, I get
it's
it.
very clear. It's very clear that that is meant to be a feminine Pokemon.
Yes.
It's very clear Incineroar is meant to be a masculine Pokemon.
Yes.
Decidueye is the only one that's somewhat ambiguous.
Yes. And it's very clear that Decidueye is supposed to be based off of a Mel Blanc film from the 80s. Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Men in Tights. I love Decidueye. I want that to be clear.
I do too.
I like Decidueye's line a lot.
Great typing.
I love Litten, and I love Torracat.
Poplio's also great.
Poplo is also great.
Now, how do you feel about Brionne?
Brionne starts the trend of this can't really be a male Pokemon.
So if the gender was tied strictly to female for Primarina's line, would it fix it?
Yeah, I think it's infinitely better.
Okay. So it's not an issue with the design itself, it's the aspect of the game.
Yeah, it also doesn't feel like a starter.
It kind of feels like a legendary, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just that good of a design, so I understand.
No.
Primarina's great. Water Fairy.
That's great. So's a Azumarill.
Yeah.
There's never a case where I'm not taking a Azumarill over Primarina.
Well, that's just because Azumarill gets fucking huge power. Okay? Yeah, that's right. You know what? I'm leaving this freeze in. You sit and stew on what you've said. Yeah, I'm just going to let you sit and stew on that one. I'm leaving that one in. But yeah, no, yeah, I just wanted to see how wrong you were on
it's Gen 3. Gen 3 has the best starters.
Gen 3 is only second in my eyes because their megas are fantastic. I don't like Blaziken. Gen 2 or Gen 3 would be first for me. I just don't like Blaziken. Blaziken is the only loser for me.
So let me get this straight. 1 out of the 6. Or out of the 9.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, Blaziken and Combusken, so 2 of the 9.
Combusken's fine. He's a kicking chicken.
Combusken's ugly. He ugly, stinky bird.
So is Brionne.
Brionne's not ugly. She is beautiful. You take
so
that
is
back.
Dartrix.
No, Dartrix is a little guy. He's a little butler guy.
Dumb. It doesn't make sense.
Any exiting words you have before I get so angry I'm going to scream?
Take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water.
Where can we find you?
Here, pretty much. We're gonna be posting on Spotify. Same name, Dungeon Fights and Anime Fights.
Yep.
I'm gonna upload all 4 episodes at the same time.
Ooh, that'll be real good for people.
And then they'll be uploaded on Sunday afternoons, likely.
More than likely.
The day after. So, on YouTube, you'll get them on Friday, so get them 2 days before.
Yep.
And you can see our faces.
Yeah. And for our audio-only listeners who need something to do while they're working away their life at a 9 to 5, The audio version will be available on Sundays, most likely.
Most likely, that's the plan.
That's the plan. We're new at this. We're trying our best. We're giving it our college try, but
Mhm.
don't be mad at us if we mess up sometimes. Sometimes mistakes happen. Just a little ooh woo. Yeah, no, I am going to be streaming this Sunday, more like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because again, I have to get through a 100-hour game 1 day a week, or
Yep.
100-hour game while only streaming 1 day a week. So I can't skip another one. I genuinely
Yep.
can't.
Look, it's guys, don't blame me because I tell him all the time he should be streaming.
He does. I'm just so
Um,
tired all
because
the time.
sometimes, so a little behind the curtain here.
Ooh.
I work a part-time job, which happens to be Plague's full-time job, so we work together.
Yep.
Um, and a lot of times, Plague will come to me and he's like, "Yeah, I don't think I'll be on games tonight because I'm going to stream." So okay, that means I can work on, you know, get some hobby stuff done,
Yeah.
and just mod your stream. Not a big deal. And then I wait, and I wait,
Hmm.
and I ping him on Discord, and I said, "Where's the stream?"
Mm-hmm.
And I wait,
Yeah.
and then he says, "No stream at 11:45 p.m."
Yeah. Listen.
It's not Jess's fault Plague's not streaming.
It is Plague's fault. It really is. I'm so tired all the time.
Well, hopefully some life changes happen, and that's not the case anymore.
I agree. I agree. I really hope that this new stuff that I will be able to talk about more than likely next podcast or
Yep.
never bring up
One way
again.
or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other. I'll bring it up next time. Until then, I would like to keep it kind of personal.
Yep.
So no worries about that. But yeah, if that does happen, there will be a lot more time for streaming and at better hours throughout the day. So
Exactly.
yeah, no, I don't have anything else. If you do want to check out that Like a Dragon stream, I will be streaming on twitch.tv/Big Papa Plague. If you guys want to check that out. I'm going to try my best to get this Lethal Company video done. And he's frozen again. I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you so much, guys. Genuinely. The outreach that you guys have given us have been nothing but positive, and it helps us out a lot with wanting to continue to do this. We appreciate your continued support. And if you do have any criticisms, please feel free to just let us know. Like, we want to get better at this. We're, like we've been saying, we're new at this. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. Stay hydrated. Drink water, stinkies.